Sunrise, the start of every new day, and the name of our leopard catamaran. Come and join Russ and Margy as they jump in to their adventure, sailing the world. This morning going on a dive trip, two tank dive, and we've got our new underwater housing with the camera, Sony camera inside. Really can't wait to see how it works. We'll see how good of photos I managed to take with it. Nice little carry bag with it. That's a vacuum pump, so you turn on the switch inside the camera and you suck the air out. A little green light stays on showing that you've got good vacuum. Totally sealed. You can operate everything on the camera. So that's great. And then we got all our new dive gear in the bag, including weights, vests, mask, fins, snorkel, weight belts. Waiting on a dive boat to come from over there and take us out to a 2-tank dive. Really looking forward to it. And then we're going to come back and practice some more kiteboarding. Welcome back everybody. We've made our way up to the far north of the main island to Nananu-i-ra. Yeah, that's Fijian for something. Anyway, we've made our way up there and we've got a dropped anchor and we've booked a 2-tank dive with Ra divers, and we're going out to Dream Maker, which is one of the reefs, and Golden Reef, I think. We're just on our way out there now. It was about a half-hour ride, signing the forms and getting all our gear ready to go and try our new camera. Excellent. This is JP here telling me he wants appearance money to be on our move, so I think I'll get a can of Coke. Margy was nervous at first to go through the caves and the swim-throughs, but with the guidance of the Ra diver, it ended up here. And some of these photos taken, I'm very, very happy with. For first go with the camera, I'm sure I'll get better at it, and well, I hope I do anyway. We found these 2 dives we did to be absolutely beautiful. Any wonder they're known to be quite famous around the world. There's about 8 or 10 pretty known spots you can drop in there, and we just got back on the boat and rode from the buoy and having a chat about it, and I'm wondering how good my photos were. We just make our way back. They took us right back to our and then we had to get all our gear washed out and get ready for a kiteboarding afternoon. Part of our experience travelling around in the Pacific in our sailing catamaran was getting to some beautiful Pacific islands with reef and we really love snorkeling, and we decided that what a great opportunity to do a scuba course. So we signed up with Deep Blue Diving and in Fiji, and we did the 3-day practical course. We did the theory online, and once we'd done that, we thought, well, we just have to get the gear on board, so that when we in remote spots we can have our own gear and go diving. So these are our Scuba Pro vests and regulators we bought, one each. We did get dive computers as well. It's just, we thought they were an excellent idea, and just thought, you know, we wanted all the safety under the sun. So we bought that gear, and we did have a TG5 Olympus Tough camera, and we didn't realise its limit without a housing was only 10 metres. So first time we went down to 15 or 18 metres and the camera failed. So then we had no camera, so we lashed out and shouted ourselves for my 60th birthday a Nauticam waterproof housing with video lights, and we coupled that up with a Sony 100 compact camera. And you've probably seen some of the photos I've been getting with it. We're just absolutely stoked with it. It's really beautiful. So Sydney Dive sent that over from Sydney 2000 Dive, is it, Margy? Sent that over from Australia. Took about a week to get here, and now we're all kitted up. So the other thing we needed was dive tanks, and then how to fill the tanks. I know a lot of people say I'm full of hot air, but we needed a reliable way to fill our tanks. So here's our dive tanks, and what we've done is I've skillfully knocked up a little stand with some scrap timber I had on board to hold our 2 dive tanks, and I've got them in the life raft locker on the Leopard 50, and we bought a Boa junior compressor electric that fits nicely in there, gets nice clean air. I can leave the door up, and so it's well ventilated, and because we've got plenty of lithium on board and 2000 watts of solar, we can just fire it up through our electric system, and it takes about 20 minutes to get our dive tanks up to about 210 psi. Now we're free to just go diving and come back, fill our tanks up, process our photos with a really neat setup. And then I can just put the lid hatch down on the life raft locker, well, the ex-life raft locker, and everything's safe and secure. I can lock it. It's all put away, stored, and safe. It's a really neat setup. This is a sandbank on the corner of Nananu-i-ra, where all the kiteboarding activity happened. So I'm just about to get my gear ready and get over there. This is my first day, which it's called body dragging. So it's to get used to the power of the kite and the direction of the kite, and just being able to fly it without concentrating on looking up at it. So here we go. These 2 young boys off Zatara, Finn and Jack, They show how easy it is. Oh. Yeehaw, here we go. I'm off and racing. I tell you what, this was quite exhilarating. A few times here it felt like I was 10 metres in the air, probably 2, but yes, it was a lot of fun. And then there's a whole new adventure, learn how to get back to shore. I did this body dragging for one afternoon, went out of, I don't know, probably a nautical mile or so, and then Margy came out with a dinghy and retrieved me. We practiced that, and then the next day we were waiting for the wind to get up again. It did get up to about 18 to 20 knots. This is JP's boat here, and I'm just looking over waiting for him to come and pick me up with the dinghy, and then we're going to make our way ashore and start to get set up, and today we're going to try the board. Look out. There's a few other boats here waiting for them to get up and go kiteboarding too. There's Zatara and Moxie and Renegade and Catalina. Anyway, here we go. We've got ashore and we've unpacked the kite for the second time, rolling the lines out, which is quite a trick, getting them out and untangled and pumping the kite. And yeah, you certainly do need a little bit of instruction before you start all that. For those familiar with kite, this will be second nature to them, but for those who aren't, you unwrap the kite, come to the pump, you clip a safety line from your pump onto the bottom of the kite. The hose clips into a valve, you just flick it and unroll it. You keep the main beam of the kite into the wind, and then away you go. You get up until it's drum tight, and then you can see there it just sits into the wind this way. Unhook your pump, screw the lid back, connect the lines up. They're colour coded these days, so you get the yellow on yellow, red on red, whichever way it is, or black white, and then you're ready to launch. There's a picture here of how to retrieve a kite with dinghy, fly it back out, which I needed a lot of. So I'm just hooking the lines on here and getting ready. Do I look nervous? No way in the world. I just cannot wait to get up on this board, doing backward inward somersaults, forward loops. It comes natural to me. Sure it does, Russ, sure it does. And that look on your face, I don't know that you are that confident you're going to get up. By the way, that is the longest, biggest, fattest board you can buy on it. And I'm told that made it easy for me. I'm sure you're all aware there's 100 million different tiny little tricks of the trade, and Keith from Zatara spent a lot of time giving me instructions, and it really did help, so thanks, Keith. And just like that, just as easy as that, I'm up, I'm away. I can't believe it, I'm away. I spent quite a few hours trying to perfect this. My main problem back on the bar much and turning into the wind too far. Got to correct that, but I'm sure with time I'll know it. I've got to give a great big thank you to my beautiful wife Margy too. because she had to sit on the beach in the wind and watch me, and then when I needed rescuing, get the dry tender out, get it in the right spot, get me aboard, get me back to shore and launch, and away I went to go. It's no mean feat, but it's a very good effort, so we both learnt new skills on this day. Woohoo! So all I can say to you people out there my age, give it a go. You're never too old. It's a heck of a lot of fun. So this morning we left Nananu-i-ra and headed towards Namena, which is a smallish island halfway between the main island and Viti. And we wanted to stop in there, do some bird watching, and there's some amazing drop-off dives, like drift dives. So on the way, got the rods out, and yep, mackerel.
Hoping for a nice big mackerel. Little mackerel will be okay. What is it, Russ?
See what a magnificent glass out day it was whilst we had to motor all the way over and up across. We came across, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of these whales. They were just everywhere, sunned themselves on the top, and they lots and lots of them had little calves, so they were sitting there while the calves were feeding. It was an amazing sight. The adults of these pilot whales were probably somewhere between 6 and 8 metres long. They were still quite big animals. Little calves, somewhere about a metre, metre and a half. They were so cute. After about an hour of watching the pilot whales, we thought we'd better keep moving. And then we come across 2 big humpbacks, and these were seriously big animals. Anyway, it was a great day overall. We caught fish, whales, 2 different species, beautiful flat conditions in an area that's renowned to be quite nasty at times. We got into the reef just before dark. That was beautiful. There's sailing Zatara in the distance there, and we're not racing. Well, that's what he says.
Is it a big one, Russ?
It's a big one. Ah!
Come on! Get that mackerel in.
Oh, yes! Guess what's for dinner now?
Oh, hang on.